coupe.
Oh my goodness.
You must have done same with the roof.
Oh my goodness.
You sitting looking stupid on the stoop.
Oh my goodness.
I would take notes if I were you.
Oh my goodness.
This was designed with the stars, the square and the cross, so we know true north.
Oh my goodness.
Smiling with 50 carats in my jaw.
Oh my goodness.
The law, it's a shame, rhyme, crime. It's a shame they let us jump out of Bentleys with dirty vans, hit the stage for 15 minutes, get 30 bands.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Newton's Panthers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their... tunnel, and we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because you...
Greg Olsen, nobody ahead of him. 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen, 71 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And His throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And now it's third down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Here's Ryan. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now it's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. Fourth and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But fourth and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Second down following the run. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come up in an offset eye. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Second and 10 now. Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So 2nd and 10 here. Throwing again. Newton. Forced out to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And he's going to go down again. Brooks Reed in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now Stewart on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Deion Jones leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And here now come the Falcons. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. Now Ryan on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. We'll make a quick transition here. You and I were going over our stat packs from Week 8 of the NFL. And how about 2 coaches named Sean, 2 first-year head coaches, and the job that they're doing in the National Football League?
On opposite coast, no less. Let's start out west. Sean McVay, the former wonderkind with Washington as an offensive coordinator, now running things for Los Angeles Rams, 31 years old, has his team off to a 5-2 start and threatening in the NFC West. Then you come back east. Now you get a defensive guy, Sean McDermott, who came from the Carolina Panthers. He looks at it with different eyes, yet the same results, 5-2. And how fun is it that at the beginning of the season, these 2 teams had a big trade. Yeah. Sammy Watkins went from Buffalo to the Rams, got E.J. Gaines from the Rams to Buffalo, and both teams are benefiting.
Still, this is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 54 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. After the interception, here's Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. Levine Toilolo, the tight end, his intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
On second down, Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get in that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Switching topics for a second. You know it was strange watching the Monday night game and seeing Jamal Charles in Kansas City, but not in a Chiefs jersey. And after the game, he was asked about it. He said it felt weird. It looked weird.
It was strange all the way around.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brooks Reed in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. To throw is Newton. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. He's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now. Gano out to kick this one away. On the return, here's Justin Hardy. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Andrew Ganchkar in there to get him for a loss of 5. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now Ryan on second down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. Third down here.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On third down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A Falcon first down. Ryan to his young tight end, Hooper. On first down, Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. He's going to air one out. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll run here with Freeman. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Try to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. On 1st down, it's Newton. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. And with that incompletion, want to get your thoughts on the game of the week from Week 8. I think it had to be Seahawks-Texans, was it not?
I don't see how any other game could equal that. Talk about ebb and flow, back and forth, and an amazing quarterback duel with Deshaun Watson, the rookie from Houston, and, of course, Russell Wilson with Seattle. Wilson Seahawks won the game, but Richard Sherman, what he said about Deshaun Watson after the game, I thought that spoke volumes. He said that Watson played the best game any quarterback has played against us.
Both quarterbacks over 400 yards, both of them 4 touchdowns. On 1st and 10, Newton rolling to his right. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Flushed out right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery. And a touchdown for the Panthers. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 46 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Carolina getting set to take the field. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina 1st down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
To throw on 2nd down. Newton, he's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe look.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Gachkar in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Look, Carolina had a number of issues last year, and that's why they slumped to 6 and 10 after a Super Bowl appearance. But pass rush wasn't a problem for them. They still got to the quarterback.
47 total sacks. That was just one behind Arizona, who led the league.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue for them, young corners, they gave up a lot of big plays.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Newton's going to throw it. On the move to his left. He's going to go deep for Funchess. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Devin Funchess, 52 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he's got Sanu. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta 1st down. Now Ryan on 1st down. The left side completion to Jones. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeves. On 1st and 10, Ryan. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. 2nd and 10 now, Ryan. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now Ryan. And that's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Throwing here, Newton. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a 1st down.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Brooks Reed in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.